Students, today I am going to take the chemistry class number 29 and the new chapter is isolation of elements. Isolation of elements, you see, it is also often called as metallurgy. Metallurgy. So that means isolation of elements is often called as what? Metallurgy. So what is this metallurgy, you see? You know that metallurgy is a branch of science, not a branch of chemistry. Metallurgy is a branch of what? Science. That is called metallurgical science. Metallurgy is a branch of science which involves the extraction of metals from their ores, their purification and the preparation of alloys. That means, you see, what is metallurgy? Metallurgy is a branch of science which deals with the study of the extraction of metals from their ores. After extraction, their purification, metals purification. And after purification of the metal, you have to prepare the alloys from metals. All these concepts have been studied under what? Metallurgy. So therefore, we come to the conclusion that metallurgy is a branch of science which deals with the study of the extraction of metals, their purification, and the preparation of alloys. All these constitute metallurgy. So in one word, we can say that, you see, metallurgy is an art of extraction of metals. Art of extraction. It is an art of extraction of metals. It is a dictionary meaning, you see. What is metallurgy? Metallurgy is an art of extraction of metals from their ores. From their ores. From their ores. So this is the simple definition for metallurgy. It is an art of extraction of metals from their ores. So after that, you see, in the metallurgy we have many number of metallurgical terms in metallurgy. Terms in metallurgy. Terms in metallurgy. Metallurgical terms. So first term of metallurgy is nothing but, you see, mineral. Mineral. What is a mineral? So mineral is a naturally occurring chemical substance. What is mineral? It is a naturally occurring chemical. That means, you see, it is obtained naturally without any risk, you see. That is called in the resources, natural resources. It is a naturally occurring chemical substance, but it contains metal and present in the earth crust especially. What is mineral? Mineral is a naturally occurring chemical substance containing metal. Okay, and that means it is present in the earth crust. It is present in the what? Earth crust. So this substance is called mineral. Mineral is a naturally occurring chemical substance containing the metal or metal compound present in the earth crust. That is called the mineral. Example, you see, that is your clay, 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 is a mineral of aluminium. What is the mineral of aluminium? Clay, that is called jadimony. We call it as that is, clay is the mineral of aluminium. If you extract the clay, you will be getting aluminium metal. Okay, that is naturally occurring substance. Okay. And carnallite, you see, carnallite. It is obtained in the seashore, you see. So small pickles like substances. So carnallite is a mineral of magnesium, you see. Magnesium. So therefore, these naturally occurring substances are called the mineral. So minerals are nothing but the naturally occurring chemical substances. Naturally occurring substances are chemical substances which contains metal present in the earth crust. Clay is a mineral of aluminium. Carnallite is a mineral of magnesium. Bauxite is a mineral of aluminium. Bauxite is also a mineral of aluminium. But bauxite is called as ore of aluminium. We will call it as ore. That means we will come to that also. Second point, you see, ore. So now, what is meant by ore, you see? Ore is a mineral. Originally, previously, ore is a mineral, actually. That means, you see, ore is a mineral from which metals can be profitably extracted or economically extracted. What is a ore? Ore is nothing but a mineral, actually. Ore is a mineral from which metals can be profitably extracted or economically extracted. If it is possible to extract the metals profitably or economically from any substance, that substance is called what? Ore. That substance should be what? Mineral. So therefore, we come to the conclusion that all ores are minerals. All ores are what? Minerals, but all minerals are not ores. Okay, so therefore you see, for example, bauxite is the ore of aluminium. And then if we take that is iron ore, hematite, it is the ore of that is iron, you see, iron. Okay, like this you see, you have many number of zinc blende, that is ZNS, zinc blende. So it is ore of zinc, you see, ore of zinc is zinc blende. So like this, many number of ores are there, see. But previously, originally they are minerals. So therefore, what is ore? Ore is a mineral from which metals can be profitably or economically extracted. So therefore, we come to the conclusion that all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ores. Next third point is called term in the metallurgy. So that is nothing but your gangue, G-A-N-G-E, gangue or matrix. Gangue or matrix. What is the gangue or matrix? So gangue or matrix is nothing but, you see, it is nothing but the impurity. That's all. One word meaning is, what is the meaning of this gangue or matrix? It is the impurity. Where it is present? It is present in the ore. That's all. What is a gangue or matrix? It is the impurity present in the ore. That means we come to the conclusion that ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. What is that? Ore particle and what? Impurity particles. Ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. So let me write the ore substance here. If I write here, let it be ore, you see. So this is ore. In this ore, you see, so that is all these ore particles. So here and there is impurity. So for example, you see, so these are the ore particles. This is ore particles. This is ore, and the remaining the substances which are associated with the ore particles is nothing but impurity. It is impurity. So if you take that, this is the surface of ore. It is the substance ore substance. So ore contains ore particles. You see. So these dotted so these particles are ore particles. But the other substances which are present in the ore is nothing but what? Impurity. So therefore, we come to the conclusion that ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. So that is, ore particles are associated with impurity particles present in the ore, and these impurity particles are termed as what? Gangue or matrix. So therefore, ore is associated with siliceous and earthen impurities. The impurities are of siliceous. It is from sand particles, or earthen materials. Okay, so that means the impurities may be earthen, earthen materials, earthen particles, or siliceous impurities. So these impurities are part of the gangue or matrix present in the ore. So next, number 4, that is flux. You see, flux. It is another term in metallurgy. We require this. So this flux is nothing but the chemical substance which is added during the smelting stage of the metallurgy. That means there are 4 stages in metallurgy. We will come to that afterwards. So therefore, flux is a substance which is added to the ore. Flux is a substance which is added to the what? Ore to remove the gangue. We know that. Now only we know that, you see. So ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. But if you remove the impurity particles from the ore, then only you will be getting the purified particles of ore. So therefore, in order to remove the ore particles from the impurity particles from the ore, you see, you have to put one substance during smelting stage, that is called flux. Flux is added to the ore to remove the impurity, impurity, as in the form of slag. See here, flux plus gangue, flux plus gangue gives us to slag. You see, slag. So that means flux is a substance added during the smelting stage to the ore to remove the impurity, to remove the gangue, as in the form of what? Slag. This slag can be easily removed from the ore particles. So ore, you see. So therefore you will be getting the concentrated ore. You see, you will be getting what? Concentrated ore. That is how we can separate the impurity particles from the ore. That is called as the flux. So that means these are the 4 terms which are very, very important in metallurgy or isolation of elements. On that, so we explain again. You see, so metallurgy is an act of extraction of metals from their ores. So metallurgy is a branch of science, not chemistry. A metallurgical science, you see. So it is a branch of science which deals with the study of the extraction of metals, their purification and the preparation of alloys constitute the metallurgy. And so simple definition is, it is an act of extraction of metals from their ores, that's all. Now, so in metallurgy we have different terms are there, you see. So mineral. So mineral is a naturally occurring chemical substance which contains metal, containing metal, present in the earth crust. Present in the what? Earth crust. So example, clay is a mineral of aluminium, carnallite is a mineral of magnesium, etc. And then second term is ore. Generally, ore is a mineral. Remember, ore is nothing but the what? Mineral. From which the metals can be profitably or economically extracted. If you extract the metal profitably or economically, then that substance is called the what? Ore. Therefore, ore is a substance which ore is a mineral from which metals can be profitably or economically extracted. Bauxite is the ore of aluminium, hematite is the ore of iron, zinc blende is the ore of what? Zinc. Like this, you see many number of ores are there. So next, third point is gang or matrix. So it is the impurity present which is associated with the ore particles. It is the impurity present in the ore. That means ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. Okay, so the impurity particles present along with the ore is called the ore particles is called so that is gang or matrix. It is the impurity present in the ore, that's all. Next, fourth point is flux. So flux is a substance, chemical substance which is added during the smelting stage of metallurgy, which reacts with the impurity. So forming slag, forming what? Slag. So slag can be easily removed, you will be getting purified ore. That is how we can have four important terms in metallurgy. So next, after this, we have one more. That is a concept that is called the principles of metallurgy. You see now, principles of metallurgy. Principles of metallurgy. Principles of metallurgy. So what is the principles of metallurgy? So now only we explain that you see ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. Ore contains and ore particles and what? Impurity particles. So in order to remove the impurity particles from the ore, remember, in order to remove the impurity particles from the ore, we subject the ore into different metallurgical operations. What is that? In order to extract the metals from the ores, the ores are subjected to different metallurgical operations. Those different metallurgical operations are called the principles of metallurgy. In order to extract the metals from their ores, the metal is subjected to different metallurgical operations. Those operations are called as principles of metallurgy. Which are those principles of metallurgy? Now you see. So first one is concentration of the ore. Concentration of the ore. So first you have to concentrate the ore by removal of impurities, that's all. So next, calcination roasting. Second step is calcination and roasting. You see, calcination and roasting. So second step. Next, third one is smelting and reduction. You see, smelting and what? Reduction. Next, fourth one is purification of the refining of crude metals. Refining of the what? Crude metals. Refining of the crude. So this is nothing but you see principles of metallurgy. Just here, listen here. So first one is concentration of the ore. Second point is calcination and roasting. Third one is smelting and what? Reduction. Fourth one is refining of the crude metal. What it means, you see, in the third step we are going to get the metal in the crude state. In the third step we are getting the metal in the water. That is crude state. That is impure state. So that is impure crude metal can be purified. That is nothing but the fourth step. That means you see, so today we learned that metallurgy is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of the extraction of metals from their ores, their purification and the preparation of alloys, different metallurgical operations. That means you see the ore is subjected to, in order to extract the metals from their ores, the ores are subjected to different metallurgical operations. These metallurgical operations are called the principles of metallurgy. First one is concentration of the ore, second one is calcination roasting, third one is smelting or reduction, fourth one is called the refining of the crude metal. If you subject the ore to all these processes, you will be getting the purified ore, purified metal at the end. If the ore is subjected to all these 4 steps, finally you are going to get what? Pure metal. If you for example, bauxite is the ore of aluminum, you have know that. So if you subject this bauxite ore from this step to this step, you see finally you will be getting the crude, that is pure aluminum is obtained. What is obtained? Pure aluminum is obtained. So that is how we can have 4 principles of metallurgy. So we have to learn one by one, you see. First principle, let me take the first principle. So concentration of the ore, you see. Concentration of the ore. What is the concentration of ore? So that is purification of ore, you see. So concentration of the ore is nothing but removal of the impurities from the ore, you see. What is concentration? Removal of the impurities from the ore. I have explained that, you see. So this is ore. This surface is ore, you see. Ore surface. It contains ore particles, you see. So these are the ore particles. In between you have some impurities, that is impurity. This is called the matrix matrix, you see, matrix are down. So therefore ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. Removal of these impurity particles, the process of removal of impurity particles from the ore is called concentration. After the removal of impurities, you will be getting the purified ore, you see. If you remove the ore in the rice, you see, in the rice bag, we are picking out all the water, stones present in the rice, you see. So removal of stones, you are getting purified the rice. Like that, you see, the ore, that is ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. The removal of impurity particles from the ore is called the concentration of the ore. The concentration of the ore is nothing but, you see, that is purification of the ore. So that is removal of impurities from the ore is called the concentration of the ore. So this concentration of the ore can be carried out. Concentration of the ore can be carried out by 4 different steps, you see. How many steps are? 4 different steps. 4 different types, you see. So in this one, you see, first concentration method. That means, you see, depending upon the impurity, depending upon the metal in the ore, you see. Depending upon the nature of the metal, depending upon the nature of the impurity, we are going to use different metallurgical operations, different concentration methods. So first concentration method, you see, concentration of the ore by, that is hydraulic washing. Hydraulic washing or gravity separation, you see. It is also called gravity separation. Hydraulic washing or gravity separation. Here, concentration of the ore by hydraulic washing or gravity separation, or it is also called the levitation. All we have the same meaning. Here, ore is concentrated by hydraulic washing or gravity separation or levitation. All these we have the same meaning. So what is that? So now you see, you have, that is the ore. Which ore? That is the impure ore. Impure ore is present. Now you see, the ore is powdered, you see. The ore is what? Powdered. The powdered ore is taken, and this powdered ore is added into a conical reservoir. So this is hydraulic classifier. There is a small, there is conical reservoir, you see. It is a small, that is the instrument. So in which it is a conical reservoir, and it is a tank in which the water is passed into it, through it, you see. So now, when the powdered ore is passed through the hopper, it is called the hopper, HOPPER, you see. The powdered ore, that is which contains ore particles and impurity particles, the powdered ore is passed into it, passed through the hopper into the classical reservoir, and the water is passed into the reservoir from the bottom. So then you see, all the there is a lighter impurities. All the lighter impurities are washed over by the current of water, and the impurities are collected along with the water here. You see. The impurities and the water is collected, and the heavier ore particles are that is settled at the bottom of the tank. So this is the tank where the ore particles are settled at the bottom. And here, so therefore you see, this method of concentration is adopted only when the ore particles and gangue particles are that is differs in their densities. One should be lighter, another should be what? Heavier, you see. One should be what? Lighter, another should be what? Heavier. So lighter impurities are washed over by the current of water here. So lighter impurities are washed away by the current of water. That means lighter impurities are collected here. You see. The heavier ore particles are that is collected at the bottom of the tank here, and finally it is taken out. So thus the ore particles, the heavier ore particles and gangue particles are separated by this hydraulic classifier. Hydraulic classifier is a conical reservoir through which the powder ore is added to. Here you see the water is passed into the reservoir from the top, so that you see lighter impurities are washed away by the current of water. Okay, and heavier ore particles are set at the bottom of the reservoir, and they can be easily collected. Thus, ore particles as well as gangue particles are separated. So it is one method. What is the principle involved in this hydraulic classifier? Means you see. So this in this method, what is the principle? The principle is based on this method is based on the principle that you see ore particles and gangue particles should be differ in their densities. That means you see one should be lighter, another should be what, heavier. See here, heavier ore particles are collected here, the lighter impurities are washed away. So that is how one part, that means either ore particles or gangue particles should be that means differs considerably in their densities. You see, one should be lighter, another should be heavier. In such cases only we can adapt this metallurgical operation, which is nothing but you see concentration of the ore by hydraulic washing. So this method is adapted for the that is the concentration of the hematite ore in the extraction of iron. Okay, in the iron you see iron particles are heavy, impurities are lighter, so therefore this method is adapted. Okay, so this is one method. Next, second method is the concentration of the ore by concentration of the ore by that is the froth flotation. You see, froth flotation method. Froth flotation method. So for this I have to write one diagram. It will be passed. So this is a small tank, you see, in which we are going to take it is powdered ore, fine oil, that is frothing agent, and stabilizing agent like aniline, etc. And this mixture is taken with a glass tank and is injected by a blast of hot air, you see. Air, you see. Hot air. A blast of air is passed here. So here you see the powdered ore is taken here. It is mixed with pine oil, and that is called the frothing agent. You see, froth collector, frothing agent, and it is also added with stabilizer. You see, aniline is stabilizer. It is frothing agent. So therefore, here the impure ore is powdered. This powdered ore is mixed with pine oil, acts as the frothing agent, which collects the froth, and then aniline stabilizer. And this mixture is taken in a tank, and it is agitated or mixed well by passing a blast of hot air, you see. So that the mixture is agitated, mixed well. As a result, the powdered ore contains ore particles and impurity particles. The ore particles are wetted by oil, you see, comes to the surface as a froth. Here, the ore particles are wetted by oil, that is pine oil wets the ore particles. Ore particles are wetted by oil, pine oil, and comes to the surface as froth, you see, is the froth, F-R-O-T-H, froth. And the impurity particles are wetted by water, you see. You have to put water also here. That means powdered ore is mixed with water, pine oil, frothing agent, and aniline stabilizer. And here, so therefore you see, when the mixture is mixed well by passing a blast of hot air, so then that is the ore particles present in the ore that is wetted by oil, you see. Oil wets the ore particles and comes to the froth, comes to the surfaces of froth. And the impurity particles are wetted by water and sinks to the bottom, you see, and sinks to the bottom. So thus ore particles from the surface of the froth, you see, ore particles are present in the froth. Froth is separated and then it is washed with water, you see, washed. So that means, you see, froth from the surface is collected and washed with water to get the pure ore particles, to get the ore particles.